Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500, and starting on the daily chart, we'll move through the intraday into the tick chart. On the bigger picture here, just in a nutshell, we're looking at a intermediate wave 4 correction here, and the 38.2% retracement level brings us down into the 2300 area here. May not come that far. The wave 4 of one lesser degree is off the 2300 area here, so we can take that on board as well, but that's a long way off just yet. What we're doing at the moment is first of all, is that wave 4s can get a bit complicated. I've drawn it out as a simple ABC here, and we just really need to continue to work through the first leg down. Normally in a correction as well, with an ABC correction, if the market's been moving up here, the wave A that moves down, that normally moves down the sharpest, and then wave B in 3 waves, and then wave C. I'm over exaggerating here with wave A and wave C, but it's very typical of wave A to move quite sharply down as such, and then the B wave and the C wave is a bit sort of lazy and so on. So it's really giving us all the wave personality within its structure here of being an A wave here. So what we're doing is we're just looking at the first 5 waves down here. So if I just go to 4-hour chart, we'll do the trick. So yeah, one step at a time. So we're just looking at 5 waves down as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 4 here, which we'll investigate on an intraday basis, and then wave 5 down. We're still short one leg down here. Now, it will depend on how far it comes down. If it's, I think naturally it should come down to 2420 area here. That would be roughly the same length as wave 1 here, because the extension's in wave 3, then wave 1 and wave 5 can be roughly the same, give or take, you know. So it may not come down to the 24, so it may just come down to this area. However, I could be wrong, and it may come down even further and bounce off the 24 here. So this will depend, if it comes to here or here, how far it's going to go back up. If it comes to the 2420 area here, then we'll see the 61.8% mark back up at the 2465 area here. If it slips down further, then the rally here will come back to the 2450 area here, and we would be looking at the move from A to B here in 3 waves as an A wave, B wave, and then a C wave in here. So that's what we're looking for on the uptick here, and you know, this will obviously give a great shorting opportunity here as well, in that it could be confirmed that if we have 5 waves down here after an ABC rally, we're going to get at least another 5. So it really gives us a much surer trade on the short side. We just need to work through that, and yeah, so just moving into maybe the hourly chart, just to go back over that in a bit more detail here. So first of all, I've got this blue one here as an A wave, and then looking for a B wave. It's quite possible that it can also be wave 1 as well, and this can be wave 2 here. I just want to be conservative at this stage and stay with the corrective pattern, and let's see how we go with that. So I think last time we spoke, we were in here on the on this low area here. I'm not sure why I've got that. Oh, must be the top of that. Not sure why that is there. I just might move that. Yeah. So we were down here somewhere. We were looking for a rally for wave 4. So that's what we need to talk about next. But once that's finished, then we can expect a move down in 5 waves, much the same as wave 1 here, over at wave 5 here. And then once that comes into play, the A, the B, and the C here, it may be just simple like that. I would expect it to be that simple. So we can get this target area here right. But, you know, in a nutshell, that's basically when a market moves down here, what it does when it moves back up here, it just mirrors what it's seen on the way down. So market has a memory, so to speak. So the first resistance will be this block here. Second resistance is this block here. So we can expect it to move to wherever the supply is here, then pull back down, and then go up and basically test the next one, where it normally runs out of speed at that stage and then gets down because it's had the old sort of 1 and 2, you know, plugged into it. So yeah, let's go to the tick chart now and just explore this little area here. So we're on 100 ticks here. Sometimes we use 10 or 20 ticks, as you know, just to sort of dive in and have a look at everything. But we're pretty much sort of on track here for this. So now, what I want to point out here is that two things. Well, first of all, the 38.2% retracement level is the lower end of this rectangle box, and the wave 4 of 1 less degree is in this corner here, so that gives us that space to pick a top in. And of course we can always edge things off a little bit with the closest largest number, and in this case the 2450 is a midpoint, and we know 5 is the second strongest number. So yeah, it's important. It's an important place. Now, the thing is, with wave 4s, they can get a bit complicated. We know they're corrective patterns, and in this case, from this low here, you can see an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here. So we could call that the A wave here, and then the B wave in 3 waves to here, and then the C wave to here, which will be in 5 waves. It's quite possible that wave, this A and B and C here, is the wave 4 and it's done and dusted, and this is why I've put this little wave 4 here. So in that case, what we would need to do to get this wave 4 into place is we would need to see a move down through this green line here. Because this green line here, that would have pulled back 50-60% of that move from that low to that high here, and pulling back 50-60%, and also in 3 waves as well. So a B wave is 3 waves, an A and a B and a C here. So it's quite possible that that is the B wave here. This is why wave 4 is a little bit tricky. But if we shorted this low here, then we know that, well, this B wave here is actually, you know, not finished to the downside yet. So it would move through the 61.8%, move through the 3 wave structure that we have at the moment and destroy that. So then it's highly likely we're going to be coming down further from that point. So that low is a critical one to watch, okay? So that point there. If the market is to go up here, then we could normally take the distance of this A wave here and have the same distance as wave C here, roughly speaking. So basically A equals C, and that would bring us up just above the 2450 area, 2455, 2456 sort of area here. That does give it a 50% retracement level, which is quite high. So yeah, we just got to see what we're, you know, what's going on. If you're going to go long from here, then you really want to take that little high out here, that one here. So in that case over here, you could pretty much go, well, that's 2440. So you go to group 1, micro group 1. So that will be the 2443. 3 is group 1, isn't it? So tested support on top of that 4-3 there, that will get you to the upside if you want to sort of scalp that up there. But yeah, once that's in place, then I've got this thing here, this stick here, that's basically the length of wave 1 up here. So that's kind of how I've got this sort of level here. There's other ways to get it as well, but yeah, that's sort of where we're looking at this point. So realistically, you know, the next good trade's going to come in all of this here. Once we've finished 4 and 5 here, then looking at the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave back up. It's tradable, but we'll be looking at shorting it from that point there. So let's see how we go. Let's see if this falls out of bed. Let's see if it comes to the 24 20, or it actually moves down to the 2400 here, then we'll be able to get an idea of what the rally is. But our main job was to catch wave 3. We've done that. So hands off the buzzers, and let's look at catching this one over here. Any trading done in here should be of smaller capital, because there'll be smaller profits and smaller losses and things of that nature. All right, I think I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.